wonderful.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for being here this morning. I'm really excited to share to have you share your story to everybody that could be watching this because you have an incredible wellness journey that you've gone through both physically and emotionally. And I think not just women, but I think everybody needs to hear this story. So that's why I invited you on here today. I'm in beautiful Palm Springs. I'm with, with my daughter and her husband. My husband's here. We're all working in different rooms. I'm in the bedroom set up. So
Nice.
it's beautiful outside. It's gorgeous. I'm going to be here for a week. But so,
Nice.
anyways, thank you, thank you. I want to tell a little bit about myself. I have been in the wellness space for over 20, it's got to be 30 years now. I keep this, I'm stuck at 25 years. It's got to be close to 30 years. And I have been teaching people how to, eat right, how to exercise. And 3.5 years ago, I learned about insulin resistance. It blew me away. And it was really the missing link. It's not that diets and all these restrictions and stuff don't work, they're not sustainable. And when I learned about what insulin resistance is, everything changed because we're actually addressing what most of our problems are with losing weight, with snacking all the time, with having type 2 diabetes, all those things. So it's been a revolution, and my life has totally changed about this. And it's now trying to get out there and educate people. But Delena, to me today was to have you here to share kind of what's going on with your life. So why don't you first of all tell everybody you're from here? I'm Canadian, so she's up in Canada, so I'm excited. Fellow
Okay.
Canadian. Why don't you tell everybody where you're from and tell a little bit about yourself?
Okay. Thank you, Monica, first for inviting me to this.
You're welcome.
Um, you and Vicky has changed my life. I'm up here in the Great White North, Canada, and I've been a stay-at-home mom for a long time, but I've always had the entrepreneurial in me,
Spirit, your
um,
spirit.
in my spirit. Yes. I love helping people. If I can help people, I definitely will. And yeah, so I'm going to start off. I used to, with my story, I used to cry a lot when I was a little girl, about 9 years old, with pain in my leg all the time. And there was one day I got up and, told mom, like, I just can't go to school. So anyway, she started taking me to the doctors. And in the end, the doctor had said that it was growing pains. So for years, and we never questioned, mom never questioned the doctor or anything because she respected the doctors and the medical system and everything else. And
Right.
for years, I lived with pain in my legs. So, uh, and then I got into my teens and everything, and you start partying, you start drinking and whatever, and well, I did, and I, you know, I eat sugar and carbs and all that junk food that tasted good but wasn't good for us. And I
Right.
didn't connect the two dots together why I was feeling the way I was feeling. And then in 20, let me think, 2015, I started. I think it's 2015. Uh, my legs were getting so sore in my hips that I had gone to the doctor and they started talking about hip replacements and knee
Oh,
replacements, and that didn't sit well with me. So
right.
I prayed hard, and anyway, I did find something that did take a lot of the inflammation away. But in the meantime, I couldn't lose a pound, and I was getting bigger and bigger, and I was getting more depressed. And I had been dealing with depression all my life. I had postpartum really bad when, after my second child, and I was on pills for 15 years, and then I just blew up like a balloon. And then let me go back to 2015. And actually, that's when I met Vicky. Was in 2015 because she was with the same company and I was in the States. And um, we always kept in contact. And then there was a time that I had a tumor right on my chest, and that was in 2015. And um, uh, I they took it off, but cancer scared me.
Oh, well, it
And
scares everybody. It's,
yeah,
oof,
and
yeah.
so anyway, in 2019, my mom was diagnosed with cancer, pancreatic cancer, and that just threw me for a loop. So we lived a couple hours away, and I was traveling back and forth as much as I possibly could to help out and spend as much time with her and everything. And that was in 2019. In early 2020, in January, a friend of the family, his son, who I used to babysit when he was young and I was young, and he was murdered, uh,
Oh,
mass, uh, a horrendous murder.
this
Anyway,
happened in
that
your,
bothered me.
this happened in your area
Yeah,
where you live?
yeah, we're yeah around the same
Mhm.
community, like. So
I'm shocked that you've been through so much. I am
well,
just shocked.
I don't know how I'm still here, but I know how I'm still here, and it's by God's grace.
Yeah, so
And
keep
then,
going on your story. Keep going. I didn't want to interrupt
yeah,
you, but I'm just taken back. I didn't know this part. Go ahead.
yeah. So in 20, that was in 2020. That was January 2020. And then in the beginning of March 2020, my husband, who worked away, he was home a month in a month, and his job was over in China. So he got an email um, early. He wasn't due to go out until the end of March, but he had to leave on March 6th. So he went to China, and then, of course, everything locked down. And if we were to leave our community, we were charged, or the jurisdiction that we were in, we were being threatened that we were charged and everything else. And I was dealing with mom with cancer and a couple hours away, and my husband gone. And then in 2017, 2020 of April, on April 17th, minutes away from our home, there was mass murder, horrific mass murder that had shot 23 people, one girl being pregnant, uh, one girl that was supposed to be graduating that summer, animals, and burned homes. And I thought I could handle things, so that, and the depression got worse.
Well,
I went into shock.
that's a downward spiral. I mean,
Yeah,
that's a lot for any person to handle.
yeah.
So, wow.
And then, like, I went into shock.
Hmm.
I was into shock for a while, but I didn't realize I was, but I would be crying all the time. And then I got PTSD from it. So that was in 2020. So I drank. I turned to drinking because I wanted to feel happy, but that happy was making it worse with drinking, because I was putting so much toxins. I didn't care if I lived or died. I didn't care what I ate. Um, and I lost my mom in 2020, November of 2020. So it all went down. And then I was on Facebook one day, and by the grace of God, I looked at Vicky's picture, and I get emotional. And anyway, I looked at her picture, and I reached out to her, and I said, God, Vicky, I said, what are you doing? And she told me. And she, in conversation, she mentioned insulin resistance. And I said, what? I said, I never ever
Yeah.
heard. Yeah, I never ever heard of it. So anyway, it was it wasn't long before I joined because I got right into it. And I was so excited to see real testimonies from real people and what it was doing on the Zoom calls that I was attending and meeting you. Uh, and then when I got my kit, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. So I started right away, and it was within 2 days. Like there was no more bloating, no more sleepless nights. And it was the first week, and I had got up on a weekend, and my husband was out in the kitchen, and I come out and I was really happy. And he looked at me and he said, well, aren't you chirpy chirpy? And and that's when it clicked in. It's like, oh my gosh, there's something working here.
Yeah.
So I just, so right now I've lost from July 26th
Mhm.
of 2025 to now 35 pounds.
Oh my, do you have a picture?
Yeah,
Can you show it? Can you hold it up to the camera and show it? Because we'd love to see it.
that was
Look at
July
that.
20, 2020, July 26, 2025,
Yeah.
November 18th, 2025, and this was January 22nd of 2026.
Congratulations. So do you know how many inches you lost? Tell me about that.
A little over
That's
little
wild.
over 34 little over 34 inches.
You're
And
a
I
new,
lost 30. And you know what is I love about it, Monica? I
tell me.
can go t- I can go to my pray to fit me closet again
Oh
because
yeah, that's
I save so many clothes and I try them on, and I feel like I've got so much joy back, and I don't look like a basketball or football player anymore. Like my arms aren't protruding out like the fat hanging.
yeah.
I have no more pain. I've my legs. I can run up and down steps, and like I'm just over the moon. So I have no more pain. I have no more brain fog. Menopause symptoms gone. Um,
That's
I had hot flashes gone.
well,
I'm
I'm
just,
gonna you're, yeah, you're excited. I can tell. So why don't you
oh,
flip
I
around?
am.
I want you to show that
And like
picture
if
one
I
more
can,
time. Show a
I'm
picture one
sorry,
more time. Flip it around and show your picture one more time.
show the picture one more time.
Yes.
Okay.
We just want to take another look at that. That's remarkable. What a transformation. And um, one thing I wanted to say, did you diet when you were on this or did you count calories?
No. And I don't deprive myself of anything, Monica. If I want a chocolate, I'll have a chocolate. I don't deprive, and I was a chocoholic. I drive 25 minutes to a store to go get a
Okay.
chocolate bar.
Okay.
And no
So
more, I
I want
have
to
no,
interject here because you have now shown us a before and after, and I know people are going to watch this. They're going to say, "What is she using?" Okay, she's not on shots. She's not on anything. We have two tools here. One is called, well, comes from the mate plant. It's remarkable. We just sip on this hot or cold during the day. And this actually is phenomenal. This is in the physician's desk reference, and it's a nutraceutical, not a pharmaceutical. It's natural. Anybody can use it, even children. We have a little 9-year-old that lost, like had fatty liver disease, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. We know it was not from drinking, it's from our food environment. So we sip on this. It helps increase your body's own production of GLP-1. So please don't get on shots. You just sip on this and it's going to increase your natural production of GLP-1 in your gut by 67%. That is remarkable. And so we do this when we're in a fasted state, and then we take the fiber. This is 7 fibers. This is not like a Metamucil or Benefiber that help you go poop or keep you regular. This one here helps with, there's 7 fibers in it. It's also patented, both of these are, and it keeps you satiated. It helps keep your blood sugar levels down. so you don't have that carb spike when you eat something. So this is simple. It's two tools that can change everything. So tell me how your day looks when you're using these two. What does your day look like? Share that with everybody else, how you use it.
How I use it, first thing
Yep.
in the morning, I use it as a hot tea.
Okay.
The mate, I use that as a hot tea. And then throughout the morning, I'll sip on it and then with my water and whatnot, along with water. And then before I've been taking two of the fiber ones.
Good. Okay.
If I have two meals, I take
Mhm.
it then. Um, right before, and then I'll have my protein and my greens and
Yeah.
everything. And I don't even want junk food. Like even with the stuff, like I don't even crave it anymore. And then like I'll take another mate and I'll sip through it throughout the afternoon. And then if I want another meal, I'll take another balance. But I'm just resetting my body and letting it repair. And I'm not as hungry. And the money that we're saving on groceries is tremendous.
Yeah, I agree.
Um, yeah, because I'm not running maybe once a month or once every 2 weeks, like just for the necessities. And then yeah, and that's all I do, Monica. I just two a day, two, three mates a day, and then usually two balances a day or one balance a day. It all depends where I'm at, what I'm
What you're
doing.
doing. So it makes it easy. That's one thing that I loved about it. It's not a diet because diets mean deprivation. We can eat the foods we still like. We just are not craving those things. I got rid of all my food noise. I mean,
Yeah,
it's amazing that way. And so it's two tools that you use every single day that make life easy. It's in the physician's desk reference. And the beautiful thing is, we both have experienced it. You're in Canada, I'm in Colorado. Well, I'm in Palm Springs right now. But the beautiful thing about this is the company allows us a discount. We can order directly from them. In the US, it's about $5 a day. I mean, you can't even get a meal for $5.
no.
And in the Canada, it works out to about $6 a day. And the company graced us with a 90-day money back guarantee. So when you try this, you have 90 days to experience it, try it. If you're not satisfied, they give you a refund. They're in 63 countries around the world. And you get a little cute phone app, a fasting app, which is remarkable. You just put in there when you eat, what, like you don't even have to put down what you eat. You put in when you eat, when you drink your mate, when you take your fiber, and then it shows you where you are in your fasting window, what it's doing to your body. It's amazing. And
I
they
use it
one
every day.
yeah. And if there was one thing you could share with people that may be watching this and have questions, make sure you message us. We don't see it live right now, but we'll see the comments later and we can answer your questions. And Delena can share, she has a discount that she gets from the company. She can share her link with you. I can share mine. So you go right to the company. You don't buy this from us. We're just going to share our discount with you. You get the discount and you set up your own account directly with the company and you pick your flavors, do all that, and you get the lifetime money back guarantee. You get the 30-day money back guarantee and lifetime discount. It's awesome. So, Delena, if there was one thing you'd want to leave with someone that's watching this, what advice would you give them?
If they're going through any kind of health issue, depression, anything like that, there's solutions and there's natural solutions because this is all plant-based.
Right.
So they don't have to do it alone. We do it with them.
Nice. And we have a support system. We have a lot of well, I should just mention this protocol has been around for 3.5 years, the Feel Great system. And they have now over 1 million people that have tried this protocol that have clinical results. It's remarkable. And people say, well, I haven't heard about this. No, because the word is just getting out. That's why we're doing this to educate and just try it. You've got nothing to lose, everything to gain. with that 90-day money back guarantee. And it is natural. It's a nutraceutical, not a pharmaceutical. So anybody can use it.
Monica, I didn't even realize that I was pre-diabetic because I was so tired at times after I would eat a meal and after a sugar, like it just changed my whole body. And water, I couldn't get enough water. I was always drinking. I
That's
was
a big
so,
sign. Yeah, that's a big sign of insulin resistance, being
yeah,
thirsty all the time.
I couldn't get enough water. I felt so dehydrated all the time. And I'd say things that I didn't even realize I was saying, you know? So, but now I have none of that. I have completely none. I'm so happy.
I'm so happy for you too. That's why I wanted you to share your story. People need to hear this. This is not a miracle of anything. It's just giving your body the right tools so it can do what it needs to do and help get your metabolic health back in order. It helps with your gut little microbiomes in there to get them back working right, which helps here because we have two brains, one here and one in our gut. They're both connected. And that's a big
Yeah.
thing. We have a lot of people with suffering from anxiety and depression. We live in a very stressful world right now. So it helps with all those things. And it's like, again, these are two tools that just make your life go smooth. But I
I
think I
don't
need
even,
to go. Something I need to sign off. Someone's got a Zoom coming up here shortly. One more thing you
okay.
want to do, and then we'll end this. Go ahead.
What's that?
I said, add anything you want to say real quick to the audience in one sentence.
Um, no, I don't even think of it as a fasting protocol. I just think of it as I'm giving my body a gift to let it reset, repair, and rebalance itself.
I couldn't have said it any better. That's beautifully said. So everybody say hello, goodbye. Thank you so much, Delena. We're going to do this again because people need to hear this and find a solution. So get with Delena. She can help you out with anything you need, and we'll be back. And oh, one last thing. We have doctors that have joined us, and we're doing every Tuesday, we have live stream Zooms where anybody can come on. It's open to the public to learn about insulin resistance. These are free. And make sure you get with Delena to find out what time those are so she can get you on those. And that's it. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you more than you could ever say. And